Are we ready to do some trivia?
Trivial trivia? I am ready for some trivia. Are you ready, buddy?
I've got my thinking cap.
Here? Spread out. Let's get some trivia going here. Oh, no. All right, here we go. 1 in 2 billion people will live to be 116 or older. Wow, Dave, that's amazing.
Dang. That's amazing. But one thing about that, do you think that people, as they're getting older, they give themselves that age that they want to get to, and then once they get to that age, they sort of like let go at that
Logan's
point?
Run, they just kind of...
Yeah, this sort of... Well, don't you think we should set a higher age for ourselves?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Let's call Congress.
115?
Oh, my God. Well, I think another generation or two that people will be living, because they said the next generation will easily get close to 100.
Really?
Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Well, look at now. People are living. Heck, my dad's 83. He'll be 84 in November.
Yeah.
There you go. What do you think?
Well, how many? One out of how many?
1 in 2 billion.
2 billion. Oh, okay. Well, that's very rare, I suppose.
That's right.
In China, there's a good chance. There's a lot of people there.
Yes.
Statistically.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a couple of them.
They're in India.
Oh, in India too. Where the rats are
billions.
taking over and they're eating them.
There's 10 to 1 rats to people in India. Okay. Yes. Well, let's go to India. Road trip. Eat some rat. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready
you
to
do
eat.
it, I'll do it. A Saudi Arabian woman can get a divorce if her husband doesn't give her coffee.
Wow.
I thought that was kind of interesting. John's like, huh?
Well, they always have to have coffee then.
Yeah, that's right.
But once they get divorced, don't they get killed or something? Isn't there some
I
kind
don't
of...
know.
There's some strange culture things.
Yeah.
I think I'm glad to be an American
Yeah,
myself.
really.
It's not that complicated.
I know. Yeah. In 1894, there were only 4 automobiles in the United States. Only 4.
Really?
In 1894. Yep.
Were they from the same company, or were they from the big
They were
Big
from,
Four?
They were from Japan.
Oh, they're from Japan. Makes sense.
Yes.
I'll go with that.
Just Toyota, Mazda.
Nissan.
There you go. The first Altima was in 1894. The ashes of the average cremated person weighs about 9 pounds.
Wow.
9
Does that
pounds.
depend upon average size, or is
Yeah,
that
average size.
a pretty large person? They
And for
have
you,
a
it'd
little
be
bit.
130 pounds.
Yeah, a lot of powder.
That wasn't nice. I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
And he's going to get a complex and kill himself. I know. I can see it.
I've been taking those vitamins. I'm all
Well,
right.
considering you're almost all water. you know.
90%, right? 98%?
I think the ratio
think it's
is
60,
almost the same as
60.
the oceans to the Earth. It's like
60.
74 or something like that. Or I don't know.
Well, there's
Yeah.
isn't there some kind of a creature that jellyfish? They're
Jellyfish are 95%
95% water.
Really?
Yeah. So we're pretty close to a jellyfish.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, vertebrae.
The average person is about 1/4 of an inch taller at night.
When they're sleeping.
I don't know.
When they're not compressed.
When they're not compressed.
I mean, as
So
soon as
if you're in a horizontal
as soon-
position,
Okay, I was gonna say because it gets
your body
dark
can
out.
relax and it probably
Oh,
flattens out a
hey,
little bit.
Dave, I think it's dark out.
Yeah, that's right.
Everything's bigger at night, huh?
Oh, take it easy, killer. Man, Bill, he's a Baptist. He doesn't want to hear that kind of stuff. Are you a Baptist, Bill? Okay, never mind.
He doesn't
Bill's,
reply to that.
I think Bill's hammered tonight too.
Well, it could be.
Don't be looking at my trivial.
We need these people here though. They're excellent people.
The average person walks the equivalent of twice around the world in a lifetime.
Wasn't there something about
No.
the blood vessels being
Yeah.
once around the Earth? 22,000 miles around
Yeah,
the
it was like 3 times around the Earth.
3 times.
Yep. Yeah. Man,
It's a
you
lot of
remember
water.
that?
I
Pretty
use
good.
your trivia to
Even
impress
on
people.
those meds, you can still remember that.
I can remember that. I impress people with your trivia.
Do you really?
I do.
I got that going for me.
Yes,
That
you
is
do.
Great.
I've seen some of your trivia
Hey.
on the news.
What? Oh, did you?
Yes. Channel 9.
Channel. They
Yeah.
listen to the show and then they steal
I know.
our trivia.
Well, we're cutting edge.
That's right.
We're right at the cutting.
We're
We
gonna
should
sue 'em.
we
50
should go
charges.
with 2-week-old news because people would get it then. Because we're talking about stuff that's happening right now, baby. Right now.
You got it.
So that's it for the trip.
No, I got one more.
Let's hear it.
The 3 best-known Western names in China are you ready?
Bob?
Jesus Christ, Richard Nixon, and Elvis Presley.
All double names.
Those are the 3 names.
It's all double.
That's what they really recognize. Anything else, it just doesn't matter. Isn't that funny?
John doesn't
Yeah.
believe you.
John's like, what? Jesus? Who's this Jesus guy?
Could you repeat that?
The 3 best-known Western names in China
Right, Western names.
are... Wait, Jesus wasn't from the West?
Nope.
Aha!
See, it's a trick.
I'm going to go online and sue him for $50 billion.
50 billion yen.
Well, I don't know. Well, Christianity, that's Europe. And...
That wouldn't be the
Yeah,
West.
there's a little problem.
Depends on which way you're standing. Which
Well,
is
actually,
West.
China is kind of like what?
Is West.
If you were to go all
One
the
of our
way
experts
back,
is commenting on this now. We have a
Ooh, what?
no. He's an expert on this.
Oh, is he
kind
an
of stuff.
expert?
Yeah, he's one of our consultants. We have.
Well,
Sean the Consultant, that's his name.
He's also the theremin man. He's in high school.
Uh-oh.
Let's hear about it.
where he was in the west of China.
He was west of China.
Yeah, so that's about it.
Okay, we got
Jesus
that.
was west of China.
There we go.
Well, that's right.
That's correct.
Well, it's kind of like, Europe and the United States, Europe kind of branched into the U.S., so that's west. I can see where they get that. I can understand that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was good trivia.
Do you like that one?
Yes, I do.
And Richard Nixon.
Yes.
Because he and Henry Kissinger went over there back in, what was that, 74?
What's with the double name people? You know, Richard Nixon, Henry Kissinger. All the killers are like that too. Their names are
Son of Sam.
right.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
that's
David
4 or 5 or
Berkowitz.
6.
Michael Jackson.
Mike. Good call.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Hey, did you hear that Paul McCartney's been camping in the United States?
Yes.
Isn't that kind of strange? A Beatle, can you imagine going camping and you get up in the morning, you get a cup of coffee, and
Yeah, there's a guy playing a guitar out
Paul
there.
McCartney,
Yeah.
singing, Blackbird or something.
6 in the morning. Live or let die.
I'd like to see pictures of that. Where are the paparazzis when you need them?
I don't know.
They don't camp. Not in camping, and they camp outside of their homes, but they don't actually go camping. I don't think.
That would be cool, though.
Yeah. So it's a
Paul
little bit of
I like
music news. Also,
I like that.
U2 is going to be coming out with an album.
And it will be called No Line on the Horizon.
That's what I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
So you know this
Better
too.
go back to that old good YouTube jamming, What do you think?
Oh yeah, I think
You like U2?
I do. I like you.
Too.
Yeah. Remember a couple weeks ago we were talking about. Yeah. Remember we were talking about the televangelist Joel Osteen.
Yeah.
Well, his wife was acquitted.
Oh.
So that girl that had the upset stomach, it
And
wasn't
the hemorrhoids?
hemorrhoids. Yeah, yeah. It wasn't probably from being harassed, I suppose, or whatever.
I wonder if they just paid her off just on the side, just so that,
What would you call that kind of money?
The
Hush
jury-
money?
The jury actually.
Oh, it's a jury
Yeah.
thing. They reached an agreement.
Really? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I suppose.
I just got so burned out watching the news because it was always so negative and this. It almost brought me down every time I watched the news. So,
Well,
this
some-
child getting beat up and killed, and this person was set on fire, and this country's killing these people. I'm just so sick of it. So I don't even. I just kind of just disconnected myself from. I watch the weather, and that's about it.
Yes, well, that's there was actually a tornado out this way.
Yeah, I got
Was on
pictures of the funnel of death.
Yeah, there was a funnel out
Oh, I
here.
should have brought those in.
Yeah, that would have been great to put on the.
Now, who was
The
this?
show.
Your sister-in-law? Or?
My sister-in-law and my brother.
Okay.
They were outside. They took
John
pictures.
Boy?
No, Joe.
Joe. Okay.
Yep.
Joe DiMaggio.
Joe DiMaggio.
Yeah, he sent me the picture. There was an actual funnel coming out. Big one, too.
Thursday night.
In Lowell.
In Lowell, Thursday
Email
night.
them to me. I'll put them in the archive.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He can do that and have our bodies, in there.
Help us!